How's it going, everyone? My name is Jose Chavez, also known as Joe Cee, and I'm here to welcome you to my new podcast, On the Mic with Joe Cee. The conversation about this podcast has been going on for about 3 years now, and in that time, many people have asked me, what is your podcast going to be about? I had the vision for the podcast, but articulating it was something that was a bit of a challenge for me, and I do believe that that was something that was getting in the way of me starting. One of the things that I've discovered recently is I don't have to have it all figured out. I just have to start. Now that I've started, I've discovered so many opportunities that are in line with a lot of the things that I'm committed to in life. One of those things being my growth in communication. I'm fascinated by communication, and I believe it's the one thing that we all use to accomplish anything and everything, whether it be mental, spiritual, emotional, social, and even financial. For me, this podcast is a communication gold mine. It's a space where I can practice how to get curious with others, how to get more curious with myself, discover what I enjoy getting curious about. I love having thoughts and ideas and turning them into reality. And this podcast gives me the opportunity to continue practicing that through content. I believe content and social media are two of the biggest tools for communication we've had in the history of humanity. And for me, learning how to do audio and video and post-production and how it works and how to use it is huge for my commitment in communication. So my response as to what is this podcast about is still a mystery. A mystery I'm excited to explore and ultimately have a really good time with. The first few guests will be some of the amazing human beings in my environment that I believe are up to some pretty great things. And I'm excited to get more connected to their stories and learn from their perspectives. I'm certain this podcast will evolve and transform over time. And one of the possible ideas for the near future is doing some solo episodes. I discovered through a course that sharing is one of the biggest tools that we have to create. It's a tool that gets things out of your head and out into reality. I once read in a book that a mastermind is when two or more minds get together, and I believe sharing is what creates the opportunity to have that mastermind. Almost every day I have conversations where I discover something empowering or learn something new that I can practice, and I believe that sharing the experience of those stories on here will help me practice those things out in my own life. As someone who's resisted sharing and vulnerability, I believe this podcast gives me the opportunity to be more vulnerable, along with creating a space for others to practice to be more vulnerable as well. I appreciate anyone and everyone that follows along in this journey. And my hope is that you can create a little bit of value for yourself along the way as well. I do want to give a big shout out to the original Clip Joint Barbershop. Not only are they funding this podcast, it's funding my life. We have 2 locations, one in the city of Covina, one in the city of San Dimas. All you got to do is go to ogclipjoint.com and you can book your haircut online at no extra cost. Whether you're listening or not, stay blessed, smile every chance you get. Tune in, and I love you. Peace.